And welcome to hopefully a short video, part of the Mage builds series. What I want to show you today is a new beginning, or ANB, Firelily experience plus extra gold farming build. If you're on a tight budget and you're going to be using cubes, then you can turn this into just an experience farming set with just epics and drop one stat, which will be the extra gold that's in all of these items. So just quickly running through, it's Elemental Lord's Regalia, and I've got haste ability rate, experience, extra gold on the helm. I've added frost damage as a enchantment to that. Probably make a separate video about helm enchantments and where to use them, but just briefly for this video, if you're struggling to kill elites, then the Slayer enchantment for helms is pretty useful. They'll give you 50% bonus damage against elites. I've got no problem with killing them, so I've gone with frost damage because that's going to increase my frost beam and thermal shock damage on everything. On the necklace, haste, extra gold, experience, ability rate. So I've just made this, which was 9 extra gold, 9 experience. I think I did 5 haste and 4 ability rate. Just took the first ones that came out. I wasn't trying to optimize this in any way, and socketed with teardrops as I went through to build. I've added vitality enchantment just because I had the materials. It's going to help push up my toughness a bit. The shoulders, haste ability rate, experience, extra gold. I've added power to that. Now that's not necessary really. I'm at the point where adding power into the build isn't going to do anything whatsoever for clear times for Troll 105. So it's a little bit of a waste, but I suck it in just because I've got the materials. Chest, haste ability rate, experience, extra gold. And I've added vitality to this, which is going to help with survivability. Cape, haste ability rate, experience, extra gold. So it's an integralis mantle, so 17% chance for 94 ability rate for 10 seconds, stacks 5 times. That's pretty much going to be active permanently, so that's good. Our Firelily is haste, frost damage, experience and extra gold. Frost damage because we're using frost beam, so we want to increase the damage that we do with our frost beam and our thermal shocks. So that's that. Talisman of power, haste, frost damage, experience, extra gold. The arm guards, haste ability rate, experience, extra gold. I've added armour to this just again for some more toughness. Bracer of mastery, I only ever craft epics during ANB events. I'm not going to waste materials trying to get a legendary. The main thing we want is a frost beam bonus. It's not a particularly good bonus, but it's still a big increase on damage, so that's helpful. So experience, haste and frost damage, so no extra gold on this one because it's epic. The frostfire sash, haste, frost damage, experience, extra gold, so we can do burning when we do our frost beam, and then we can frost nova for a large thermal shock. Pants are movement speed, ability rate, experience, extra gold. I've added movement speed again because I had the materials. Regalia boots are haste, movement speed, experience, extra gold, and again with more movement speed because I had the materials there. The ring, vitality, experience, extra gold, haste. Again 9 experience, 9 extra gold, 5 vitality, 4 haste. These socketed initially with teardrops. And the other is experience, extra gold, ability rate, haste. Again 9 each of those, and 5 ability rate, 4 haste, all socketed teardrops throughout the fusing process. Our weapons: igneous pillar of flame, haste ability rate, experience extra gold, very useful. I've stuck Slayer on here as quickly as I could. Increased damage to elite and bosses, 100% for 5 seconds. So when we're pulling out Kara, if Slayer plus Talisman of Power take effect at exactly the same time, she melts. I did craft a Glacis Tempestus with these exact same stats, but then I got a lucky drop, higher level and better stats, so I've used this one. Haste, experience, extra gold and ability rate, and no need for any enchantment on this one. On the skills, frostbolts that we can trigger Northern Wind every time we cast Frost Nova. Arc lightning at the moment. When I started out experience farming after hitting level 70, and indeed before I hit level 70, I was running with Fireball. Fireball from level 3 onwards affects all enemies in a small area. Very useful skill early on. It's got a much longer range than Arc Lightning, so Fireball to start with. Switch to Arc Lightning when that reached level 7, because at level 7 effective enemies receive more damage for 18 seconds, and priority to get that to level 10, because then we will also get a 5% attack speed bonus at level 10, and this buff here and the attack speed will stack 5 times, so 25% more damage and 25% attack speed bonus, so priority to get that to 10. Using Immolate at the moment, it's at level 5. Frost Nova to trigger Northern Wind, Immolate for Shatter. Frost Beam at the moment is at level 9, want to get that to 10 for maximum damage. Just to help move around the map nice and quickly. Fleet-footed. Endurance for some survivability. At the moment I've got intense training. That's going to drop out once I get glass cannon up to around level 8 is where I like to swap that in. But since at the moment I'll be taking a 29% hit on armour, I'm not using that just yet. I want to reduce that to about 18%, which is at level 8. No, 22% at level 8. So that's what we'll be doing later on. In terms of stats, damage, that will just increase as we gain more champion levels, along with power. 5.2 hits per second on haste. Crit rating, crit damage are irrelevant. With Firelily, frost damage at 80% or 80.6. Decent amount of vitality and life for survivability. Armour 7466, so 83.3% less damage, which once we've got our full ELR set and the bonuses that come from that, it's true region of about 95% less damage coming in. Very useful. Our life on hit comes from medals, 244 from those and 1000 from champion levels. Ability rate 1693, that's going to drop down to 1623 when I take intense training out, but with the Integralis mantle that pushes us over the magic 2000 mark. Nice bit of movement speed. And then extra gold 3176% and experience 3482. Now if you are on a budget and you're using the cubes and you're playing epic, then just drop extra gold. You've got a perfectly fine and usable experience farm set there. Companions, I've got Marcus, I've bought Eileen, Maggie, and then Eileen sat here. So I guess we'll try and do a run that's not too terrible. 105. Very much down to how good a map you get. So we'll just run around, gather them all up with shatters for the most part. And paying a bit of attention to the map. Ooh. Can make our way through that gap. It's not going to be a fast run by any count. It's a shame that Slayer and Talisman of Power are both active and I couldn't Frostbeam during that. So it sort of trickles down at the moment. Hopefully we'll get to have a go with them both active. Okay, so Talisman of Power's up, so see that going down nice and quickly. So nice and handy. Not the fastest run in the world, and they never are when I record. But because I'm running with this extra gold and running an extra gold booster, where are we? An hour and a half in and 2.5 million gold, so there's absolutely no need to do any gold farming with this build. If you are on epics, then you will need to make a gold farm set as well. So that is the ANB Firelily Experience Extra Gold Combined build. There'll be a lot more Mage builds coming out in the future, so keep watching. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask down below, and thank you very much for watching.